A bunch of new 3D printers are live on Kickstarter. Two of them are from the same brand, but with a other name that created on Kickstarter. We also have a Kickstarter that is a resin 3D printer. Well, eventually we have two resin printers on Kickstarter, but this one is from Uniz, and also Easythreed is coming with a special 3D printer, and not to forget a multicolor printer application for your 3D printer, the 3D Chameleon. Getting the latest news and updates right here on Zachary's 3D Prints. I'm Zachary, and this channel is about, you guessed it, 3D printing. With tips, tricks, tutorials, how to review news, anything 3D printing or 3D printer related, you can find right here on this channel. If you're new here and not subscribed yet, hey, please consider doing so. And hit the notification button to get the latest news and updates right in your YouTube alerts. And thanks for being here. If you have some news related topics within the 3D printing, you heard something or you know something and want to share it with the rest of the world, well, tag me on Twitter, Zachary_Bergen. Thank you. Before I'm going to continue with the news and updates, a little disclaimer. All pictures, all information that I am sharing in this Zachary 3D print news and updates are from Unis, from Tronxy, from Easy3D and 3D Chameleon. So now that is out of the way, let's get into the news and updates. So let's go into the Unis IBE or IBE. I don't know how you pronounce it correctly. It's a fourth resin 3D printer from Uniz. It's how typical, it's a orange cover with a black base. I don't know if this company is really located in the United States of America. It's from San Diego, California, so it's, I think, a American brand. I don't know. If you know this, then please let me know in the comments. So the Uniz is putting a fourth resin 3D printer out on the Kickstarter. I don't know why they are doing that, but I can imagine if they are still in the startup phase, to getting also more recognition from the audience, then okay, why not using Kickstarter? Because Creality and other bigger brands are using Kickstarter as well, so why not? What is so special about the IBE? On the pictures, it seems that this 3D printer isn't that big. My first thought was when I saw this one, I thought, well, it's not that big. What's so special about this 3D printer? Well, the build volume of this resin 3D printer is 192 times 120 times 200 millimeters. So this is a quite large resin print. It has a highest accuracy of plus minus 10 micrometers. It has a printing speed up to 80 millimeters per hour. They don't mention in the article how big the screen is, but if I see 192 times 120, I believe this is similar like the Elegoo Saturn or the Anycubic Mono X. There are a lot of things that you can also see when you are going to the Kickstarter campaign. I will put the link in the description of this video so you can check it out. Well, so the pledges, the prices are for all pledges the same, $450 US. But what makes it different? Well, there are some early bird and normal bird or as good as it can get bird, something like that. You will get the IBE, but you will also get 2 times 50 sheets of the FAT films, and they will ship worldwide. I don't see any free shipping, so you have to take attention to when you are going to back this project that you also need to pay the shipping and taxes. So to the next Kickstarter campaign, the Tronxy XY3 SE. Well, If I show you the picture, you would almost say the same thing when I saw this one as well. The Tronxy XY3 SE does look very similar like the XY3 Pro, which I covered a few months ago already. Well, this 3D printer got a lot of upgrades on the machine. You can basically say, well, they used the Kickstarter campaign to get some attention. Well, you might say that they are going to do the same kind of route as Creality did with the CR6 SE. Hear the name? So instead of doing the same thing that Creality did, they have some nice features on the Tronxy XY3 2nd edition. When we are taking a look at the first few pictures, one thing is clear: the big spools on both of the sides. I don't know if this is a nice feature or anything in particular, but it reminds me of some ears. So through the department of designing, maybe make some little changes that it doesn't look like bunny ears. But other than that, where else should you keep your filaments? Especially also if you have extruders on both sides. I can imagine that you don't have any other place where you can put the filaments. How about putting the extruders just a little bit twisted 90 degrees and put the filament holders on the back sides? Maybe somebody here. So this 3D printer is a 3-in-1 3D printer. It does do single material printing, it does multi-material printing, and it does laser engraving. What already those kind of extra things makes this a little bit more special 3D printer, which is awesome. The other thing comes, when you are looking to this 3D printer, is there any difference with the other printer as well? Well, this one also has a dual Z-axis plus timing belt like the XY3 Pro, but this 3D printer has also a auto bed leveling feature. It has a powerful Titan clone extruder. I don't know if this is a genuine Easy3D Titan extruder or a cloned version of it, but it does print TPU, PLA, PTEG, ABS, wood and other filaments as well. It has the same 30 pins DuPont cable. Well, I would call it a ribbon cable. So on the side it has also a filament run out sensor like the XY3 Pro had. It has this handle, the CR6 SE handle. I'm not sure if this handle was also on the X3 Pro. And it also have a ABL. Well, they forgot an L in the picture here on the Kickstarter campaign, but I see worth things on the Kickstarter sites for other projects. So this is looking much better. I don't see the way how it is going to auto level the bed. Why using screws if you already have a auto bed leveling system on there? It has some abrasion resistant pulleys. Well, basically everything you will see in the aluminum extrusion with some wheels attached to those V-slot rollers. It's a noise-free controller board, so the 32-bit with the TFC, I guess 2208 stepper drivers. It has also power off protection, material run off detection like I mentioned. It has a lattice glass platform. I would call it carbon random glass bed or a carbon coated glass bed. It has also a laser engraver. You have to take off, as I can see, you have to take off the hot end or the part of a carriage. You have to take off and then you attach your laser module and then you can laser engrave into multiple kind of materials like wood, plastic, fabric, steel, and more. So the cheapest version you can buy is $289 US, and it's the XY3 second edition standard. Then you have this for $354 US, you have the standard with the dual extruder package. Then for $388 you have the XY3 second edition with laser engraving. And you also have for $453 US, you have the 3-in-1 set. So the standard, the dual color, and the laser engraver toolkit. And also on the Kickstarter campaign you see a lot of add-ons that you can add to this printer when you are backing this Kickstarter campaign. Up to the next topic. So the Tronxy Ultrabot Mini LCD 3D printer, a resin 3D printer from Tronxy. It's their first Kickstarter campaign. This resin 3D printer has 42 days to go when you will see this video, and let's see what this resin 3D printer from Tronxy will look like. Well, one of the things I see already, it is coming in two different kind of forms or two different kind of versions. One is the Ultrabot Mini LCD and the other one is the Ultrabot Mono Mini LCD. They say simple and fast leveling. When you have a resin 3D printer, you will put the build plate all the way down onto the screen with a paper or a leveling card between it. You screw the print head tight to the Z axis and then you can start resin printing. See well, print well. Leveling made easy. The Ultrabot Mini has a screen size of 5.5 inch. It has a screen life of 500 hours. It has a display of 3.5 inch touchscreen. The printing volume of this resin printer is 66 times 118 times 150 millimeters, and the resolution is 2K 1440 times 2560. The other one, the Ultrabot Mono Mini, has a 6.08 inch screen. It has a screen life of 2000 hours. It has also a 3.5 inch LCD touchscreen, and it has a print size or a printing volume of 80 times 130 times 150 millimeters. It has also a 2K resolution screen with a size of 1620 times 2560. The accuracy from the Z-axis is for both machines 0.000625 millimeters. They are going to plan to ship those backed machines out on 2021 February. Well, the prices, you will need to know how much they are going to cost you. Well, I do know that. On the Kickstarter campaign, the cheapest pledge is 157 euros. It's the Ultrabot Mini. Then we have another early bird of 170 euros, and we have another Kickstarter campaign special. It's 182 euros. Then we have the Ultrabot Mono Mini. It's 206 euros. Then we have another one, a Ultrabot Mono Mini, for 222 euros. And we have the Kickstarter campaign special, the Ultrabot Mono Mini, for 238 euros. The Kickstarter campaign link I will put in the description of this video. So earlier this week I saw something coming by from Riverlong4. The ones that are on Twitter know that this is the account of Easy3D. They announced the X2 Plus, a 3D printer with the touchscreen and hotbed. Any more information I don't have, but if I show you the shape, you see that it is quite similar like the machine that is on the background, the X1. The X1 had a printing volume of 100 times 100 times 100, but this one looks like it is going for 120 or 150 times 150 times 150 or 120 times 120 times 120 millimeters. It has also, like mentioned, a LCD touchscreen and also a heated bed. One of the complaints that I hear sometimes that the X1 doesn't have any heat bed. Well, in this case, the Easy3D is going to look forward to add a heat bed to this machine as well. It's a 3D render. I didn't see any cables within the, in the cable management system, but I hope we will going to see some more pictures of the X2 Plus. When I was watching the live stream of the 3D printing nerd with Bill Steele from the Belt printer, they had this interview and also the comparison between the iFactory 1 belt printer and the Creality CR30. Well, during the print time, or during the printing of the two machines, Bill showed the 3D Chameleon. This 3D Chameleon is a multi-material printing tool that you can add to any 3D printer. Well, they stated here, we are providing an inexpensive and easy way to add multi-color or multi-materials to any 3D printer. So the 3D Chameleon, it's an automatic color changer like the site states. You can, with this tool, you can change any normal standard 3D printer into a multiple color or multi-material 3D printer. You can print in different kind of colors, but you can also print in different kind of materials. Maybe if you are printing things with supports, putting some water soluble material in between, and you have a very nice solution. Huh? So they have in two prices, $99 and it's only for the United States, but they also have the $199 you will get a 4-color changer kit, an MK2 or Mark II. This is a very nice thing. You can put 4 different kind of colors in it, or 2 different kind of colors, one soluble material or some other thing that you want to put in there. The mechanics is quite awesome to look at. I'm not able to explain how it exactly works, but you have to think about by clicking something, it's going automatically to a different kind of color. That is one item that I'm really going to buy for my Prusa Mini coming soon. So to wrap up this video, Kickstarter is very popular these days. Well, as you can see, there are many Kickstarter campaigns already. We have covered in this video 3 Kickstarter campaigns, which you can find in the description of this video. Also, we took a look at the Easy3D X2 Plus, a brand new design 3D printer from Easy3D, yes. And also the 3D Chameleon, a multi-material solution for any 3D printer. This was Kratos. This video is supported by these Patreon supporters: Tony, Shannon, William Moses and Michael. Thank you for your amazing support. You can also join by supporting this YouTube channel. Link in the description of this video. If you are still watching this video, thank you, you are amazing. On the end card, there are some recommended videos worth watching. And while you are there, check out the merch store to support this channel. Please like this video, share this video with other people, and hey, let's make some fun with 3D printing. Zachary 3D Prints. Bye bye. Use it as a startup, but if you are Nee, ook niet. Kickstarter is and keeps staying a very popular thing to use when starting a brand new product from the ground. So to wrap up this video, Kickstarter is very popular these days. Well, always like this, I think not so.